Okay, and we're live. We're back on top of the mountain. This is day 0, the day before we can actually start to put the spades in the ground. And let's see what's going to be happening tomorrow. Hello and welcome back to ISCHGL. Yeah,
Hello.
we're here, and it is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're really looking forward to this. This is day 0, the day before we actually start digging, before we actually start making a snow sculpture, dude.
I know. And as we always say, there's absolutely every possibility in the world in that snow sculpture. In fact, I can hear Fatima Whitbread. Javelin's just landed and she's just thrown it. Not coming out. Who are we looking for? What we're looking for?
Well, this time we're looking for, well, let's just reintroduce. The whole theme of this one is all about ecology, mobility, and environment. So what we've done this time to meet that theme is we're going to be producing a sailboat. Now, what else can be more majestic and more unusual to see in the top of the mountains than a sailboat? It's almost mountain shaped, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is a bit of a secret to this one. We worked so hard last year doing that 15-meter sculpture when we asked them for 2 piles, not thinking that they were going to give us 2 gigantic piles and then we'd have to dig the whole lot out. So we finally worked out that if a pile looks like that and a sail boat is going to look like that with a little bump on it, you get that in the camera, that's it. Then we're only going to have to take away that area of a pile. That's so difficult to do when the camera's backwards.
Yeah.
So we're cheating.
So this year it's going to be quality over quantity, I think, is the key word, isn't it?
It is, because some of the sculptures last year weren't particularly big compared to some of the others, which, I mean, previously it's been sculpted at nearly 8 meters high. And one of the winning ones was a guitar the other year.
Yeah.
And it was only, 2 or 3 meters across, wasn't a particularly big sculpture. So this time we've decided to go small.
Yeah, we're going for quality. And I think we were just quickly going around the pile a moment ago, and one of the key things you were saying is it's going to be about proportions and scale.
Yeah. So we're looking at the pile itself. The boat's roughly 16 foot long. So that's what's that in new measurements? About just less than 4 meters. Mast needs to be 6 to 7 meters. But if we can just pan round,
tell you what we can do is we can actually change the camera, not by pressing that button, right? So hang on. Oh, still here. We're still live. We've just pressed the wrong button, dude. We have to press that button, then press that button, and then all of a sudden we can get to choose a different facing camera. We can choose the back facing camera. Okay, all right. So that looks like hopefully you guys are going to have a fabulous shot over the top of the piece. You've just hopefully seen the rescue helicopter land. These guys do an amazing job. They're always out all over the place, basically, yeah, keeping people safe on the mountain. When they've had a bit of a boo-boo, taking them off the mountain.
So here's our pile now. Yeah. You want to, tools as always, quick flash over there.
Yeah.
A couple of spades. Skiers, well, we use them for photographs later.
Absolutely. Nothing gets wasted around here. Again, it's ecological. And
the idea of the environment thing, so it was, what can we do that's environmentally friendly? I do a lot of sailing. Martin sails in a sailing boat. It's using sod oil energy other than wind energy. It goes on the water on an environmental surface. So I'll give you a direction from this angle, so Martin keep moving round. If the sculpture maybe starts here, with the front of the boat, maybe puts down here, back of the boat, side of the boat will be heeled above, and the mast will be laid sideways, being blown over by the wind. We'll have the sail and a sail from the front of the boat. As always, we do the interactive bit. We've just talked about scale. If we have to reduce this boat down, we're going to put kids. Scale still looks good. So I reckon if we put adults in there, mate, it can look like a tiny boat.
Yeah. Well, again, we've got to put this into perspective. We were talking about enterprise class cruisers, which is a dinghy sailing size. Those are 16 feet long. So with luck, we should be able to get a 16-foot sculpture out of this. And that means that potentially could be a photo of me and you in it. Never know.
Could well be, because of course in all boats there's a little companionway where people do the sailing, steer with the rudder, pull the main sheet in, and we'll cut that area out in the back of the boat. So I'm not sure if you guys can even visualize this. There's a boat running alongside of me that's tilted over. There's a mast going across, sails, whole thing's been blown over like that. And there'll be a couple of people sat inside the back leaning out.
And the reason why the boat's been blown over is it's for the power of the wind, isn't it? And that's how it kind of captures the wind. Because I remember one of the guys when they were teaching me the sailing, he described it as being the way a sailboat works is it's a bit like trying to squeeze an ice cube between the wind and the water.
Trying to squeeze ice cube.
Yeah, so you have the wind coming in one direction, you have the water pushing in the other direction effectively, and that kind of squeezes the boat along. And that's the way he described it to me. I thought it was a pretty cool description.
I'll agree.
So that's going to be one of the reasons why the actual boat's going to be tipped over. Let me just flip the camera back around, this time without losing connectivity, hopefully, to you guys. And okay, that's that button, that's that button. We've pressed all the buttons. I think we're back in.
Hey.
Fantastic, loving it. We're almost looking like the professionals.
Mate, I reckon when we look back at this, we're thinking that must have been at least 10 seconds of people wondering what the heck was going on.
Yeah. And we've got another 4.5 days worth of people wondering what the heck's going on as well.
Yeah, it's true. We're forecast for flat light this week. So, I mean, you can see behind us, there's no real definition of anything. We're just pretty dowdy coloured. There's no sunlight on us. And it's going to make sculpting quite difficult to see as you're taking the snow away. It almost looks like white on white. So the definition you're trying to carve just gets lost in the whiteness. So flat light's what we call it.
Yeah.
It's one of those dreading situations, but everybody's going to be in the same boat. And
these are the jokes, folks. Don't get any better than this.
Well, hopefully we sail away with some points and a trophy.
Oh, we don't capsize. Okay, as for that nautical affair, you're right though. I mean, last year we were so blessed with the beautiful sunlight, really, and the light was amazing. And this year Austria's really struggled, haven't they? They've only had 3 days of snow since 23rd of November.
Yeah, 3 days, three heavy days of snow in November.
So down the valley, there's nothing, is there?
There's been a lot of rain down there.
So actually, it's as daft as it sounds. This is probably the greenest I've ever seen in the ISCHGL area. Going here just during the winter season, which is a bit worrying when you look at it from that point of view. But up here, we do have a lot of snow, and the thing is, we've got forecast snow for the next 5 days, effectively.
Yeah, and we've also along with that snow, we've got a sense of humour, mate, which is why we called a boat. And if mine says this is going past people, so the boat's called Unsinkable the Second, which leaves everybody to ponder what happened to Unsinkable the First.
No. Or as my daughter says, she says it's Unsinkable 2.0.
I like that.
Fabulous. Anyway, so I think we'll sign off at this point in time. We're getting a bit cold at this moment, so we're going to go get ourselves a nice warm drink, meet up with the rest of the snow sculptors. We'll be back here live tomorrow morning, where we'll be going through taking what we're going to be doing for that day. And we'll do a wrap up in the afternoon as well. We'll do that each day like we did last year as well and the year before. Hopefully you guys, any questions, any comments, anything at all, just drop it in here. We're happy to answer them. Snow sculpting, we think, is an absolutely amazing sport. We're so proud to be able to be here, do this for ISCHGL, along with some absolutely superb sculptors, and we're hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the journey with us as well. Wish us all luck as always, and we're going to put everything into it as we always do, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Right, bye for now.
Bye.
Hang on, my fingers are so cold, they're not working on the buttons.